Johnny Somali came to Korea with the obvious intention of making clickbait videos to promote his provocative channel. Upwards of up to 7 years in prison or be fined $36,000.
And he also made a deepfake video where he was making out with one of South Korea's biggest celebrities.
This American influencer wants to be famous, but now he's probably going to prison.
He can be in jail. At this point, the maximum is 12 years. However, even the default, even the standard punishment would be over 4 years in jail, even if they don't give him the aggravated maximum of 12 years.
Guys, Johnny Somali has officially reached the final stage before going to prison, and this time, things are looking worse than ever. His lawyer is now under fire, his case is unraveling, and his minimum jail time could be 5 years or even more. What makes it even worse is that the public and media are no longer just criticizing him, they're piling on, exposing his actions to the world.
He was living it up in South Korea until he went up to these statues. They're called the Statues of Peace.
Johnny Somali can't run, he can't hide, and he can't play the same tricks he used before. Everyone's eyes are now locked on him. So, what exactly is going on? Let's break it down. Recently, it was revealed that Johnny Somali actually tried to use a new tactic to avoid pleading guilty. He gambled that the main witness wouldn't show up to court, and if that happened, he thought he could get away without admitting to anything. But his gamble backfired in the worst way. The witness showed up, motivated and ready, leaving Johnny with zero options. Cornered and desperate, he was forced to plead guilty. He had no other move left.
He may have been gambling that the Lotte World witness would no-show and saying, okay, if the witness no-shows, then okay, we can go in not guilty because she's going to no-show and not be there. However, she showed up and was highly motivated to be there. So big shout out to Lotte World, big shout out for filing this charge. So because he changed his plea from guilty to not guilty, he now has 6, count it, 6 confirmed guilty charges. 4 obstruction of business and 2 minor crimes act. So he is a confirmed repeat offender, repeat criminal with all of these. And once again, each charge stacks up the amount of time he can be in jail. At this point, the maximum is 12 years. However, even the default, even the standard punishment would be over 4 years in jail. Even if they don't give him the aggravated maximum of 12 years, the standard, the non-aggravated, is 4 years and some change in terms of money.
And realistically, experts say his sentence is likely to be at least 5 years, with the possibility of it stretching to 12. But the story doesn't end there. On top of everything else, Johnny distributed a deepfake video, one of the most damaging parts of his case. That alone could push his sentence right up to the maximum. And his defense? His lawyer is struggling badly. Throughout the case, Johnny has been pressuring his lawyer constantly, hoping he could somehow twist the situation in his favor.
They show the... Can you ask him again? The deepfakes that he's seen, the 2 kissing videos, he thinks they're stupid, right?
But his lawyer has been making mistakes that only make things worse. During court discussions about the obstruction charges,
Ramsey's lawyer seems to think obstruction and all this is a joke. He actually was scoffing and laughing, etc., when they were talking about obstruction, like, oh, it's not a big deal. This is a big deal, and people have gone to jail for years in Korea for this. Absolutely.
His lawyer acting dismissive in court didn't just look unprofessional, it looked reckless. And when it comes to the deepfake video, the defense became even more bizarre. Johnny's lawyer argued that Johnny doesn't even know how to make a deepfake. He claimed Johnny was incompetent when it comes to creating one, so he couldn't be guilty. But everyone knows that's nonsense. In today's world, creating a deepfake takes seconds with basic AI tools. Anybody can do it. And Johnny Somali? Absolutely capable.
Are you familiar with Johnny Somali?
No.
He was living it up in South Korea until he went up to these statues. They're called the Statues of Peace. So he had the grand idea of going up and fondling the women, pouring baby oil all over them. He then undressed.
He gave him the Diddy treatment?
Yeah, he then undressed himself and then he danced on them. He also made a deepfake video where he was making out with one of South Korea's biggest celebrities. Now she's suing him, and that's another 7 years that's added on.
The outrage has been massive. Streamers, commentators.
Don't become one of the most hated men in a country and not expect people to turn up and testify against you, you raging douche canoe. I think it's a massive shame that he's not. Well, I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon. I want him to go down. But it does make sense why he's pled not guilty to the deepfakes, because he's fucked on those. Johnny, mate, you fucked around. You're going to find out, mate. It's real bad. You're an idiot.
And even regular people online have spoken out.
Do you know who Johnny Somali is?
Yeah,
I mean, who doesn't know?
Do you have any opinions or thoughts about his situation?
I mean, he fucked around and he found out, so that's how it is.
Not a fan. Nope. I think he needs to pay the price. It's about time. He's gotten away with it everywhere he's gone without any repercussions. He needs to do time.
I think we should lock him up. I think when he came to Korea, he got beat up, actually. I don't want to say he deserved it because obviously violence is not the way, but he kind of deserved it. I don't know.
And he want to go to China next time. If he go to China,
Nope.
I really want him to like get back. You know, I don't want him back in like more in Asia country. He's so disrespectful, so I don't like him.
The message is clear. Nobody wants him back, and nobody wants him walking free. Right now, Johnny Somali's reputation is in ruins. He's become one of the most hated men in South Korea, and no amount of excuses or fake apologies will fix that. His lawyer's arguments are flimsy, his defense is collapsing, and the evidence against him is overwhelming. With guilty pleas already on record and more charges pending, his chances of avoiding a long prison sentence are practically zero.
Deepfake was a disaster for Johnny's defense. They pretty much confessed. Let's talk about this. So Ramsey's lawyer argued that Ramsey doesn't know how to make a deepfake, that he is incompetent to make a deepfake, which, look, we all know that's BS. It takes 2 seconds to make a deepfake. There's AI, there's other mechanisms. Anybody can make a deepfake, and Ramsey is certainly capable of it. But beyond that, that's what the lawyer said makes him innocent. The lawyer said he didn't make it, so because he didn't make it, he's innocent. But the prosecutor immediately countered, once again, getting up there, getting in their face. Great job by the prosecution, amazing performance. Said, so you deny making the deepfake, but you admit, you confess to distributing, which is publishing the deepfake. Ramsey's lawyer said, well, he was drunk. He admits distribution, but denies production. So saying he confesses that he distributed, but denies production. First of all, there is no I was drunk defense in the statute. Being drunk or high or whatever is not a defense. It's did you do it or not? There's no state of mind involved here. So being drunk is not at all going to mitigate this or make this better or make him not guilty. That is not going to work at all. But the bombshell admission is the admission of guilt as to production. It's not relevant. The only thing that's relevant is that Ramsey distributed or published it, meaning whether or not Ramsey made it.
At this point, all that's left is the sentencing. Whether it's 5 years, 8 years, or the full 12, Johnny Somali is facing the reality that his actions have consequences. And this time, he won't be able to stream his way out of it, laugh it off, or hide behind excuses. The world is watching, the prosecution is relentless, and the verdict is inevitable. So, what do you think about the downfall of Johnny Somali? Do you believe he'll get the full 12 years? Or do you think his lawyer will somehow manage to get the sentence reduced? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.